Welcome to StagTV. I hope you had a wonderful spring break. In this episode, we will hear from Devin RR and Colton H asking about the Acceptance Club. Next, Emily, Allie, and Priscilla will be interviewing the greenhouse. And finally, we will take a look at Emily, AJ, and Priscilla's video interviewing our Deer Park track and field team.
Now, for our first up contestant will be Devin RR and Colton H asking about the Acceptance Club and what we all do there.
So the students wanted to start a club where we could just bring people together and where people could feel welcome. There's groups of students in this school who maybe don't dress the same, don't have the same hair, don't kind of fit in with your typical Deer Park student. Maybe they have a different gender identity or sexual identity, and so giving them a place of safety to come in and talk about issues. And then eventually what the club became is how do we begin to welcome people in and start, bringing our group together with the rest of the school. So really the foundation of it is just about a place of welcoming and trying to spread that message to everyone. I mean, we have a pretty unified message. The people in the club have been really steadfast about, creating an environment of welcoming. So, I'm just answering based on what I hear students say, what our president says and what our leadership on the council says about, I'm just parroting what they say. Our last event we called the Gym-a-Palooza, and we just hung out in the gym and played a whole bunch of games, and the point was to play games without kind of the rough intensity that you sometimes get in a normal gym class or a situation like that. So that was our first event, and then we're looking at in the future maybe doing a video game or a karaoke thing, just another place where you can go, have fun, and not get your typical high school people watching, judging, saying mean things. I would try one of our events. We'll try and put up posters and get announcements out, but if you don't want to come to the club and have serious conversations, that's okay. We still want to just hang out and have fun, and that's for everybody. That's not just someone who doesn't feel like they fit in. That can be for anyone who just wants an excuse to go do something fun.
Super fun stuff.
Next, Em, Allie, and Priscilla will be interviewing the greenhouse.
This is Em, AJ, and Priscilla from StagTV, and we interviewed the greenhouse management.
Name and grade? My name is Faith, and I'm a senior.
My name is Madison Simonson, and I'm a senior. Joanna, I'm a senior.
What do you do in greenhouse?
I plant, I water, I just make sure the plants are healthy and growing properly.
We do all sorts of things right now. We are getting ready for our spring plant sale, and so we have grown some plants from seeds, and we have folks coming in, so we transplant and do all that stuff. So we grow plants. Obviously, we start them from seed. It's kind of like a business. You're running a whole business there. You're growing everything from seed. We do get deliveries I forgot what they're called, but yeah. And we have to transplant them, we have to grow everything, and then our goal is to sell everything at the spring plant sale. So you're running a whole business, people are asking for, you grow and stuff, and you try to make the most profit out of it, while, obviously spending still, but.
How many years have you been in greenhouse?
I've been in greenhouse for almost a year.
This is my first year, actually.
This is my first year.
What is the most difficult part about greenhouse?
Transplanting plants on time.
Probably just keeping up with everything. You do a lot of transplanting out because they can't stay in pots that are too small for them, otherwise they'll die. And keeping up with watering and just really taking care of them is the hardest part.
Probably getting people to understand and actually help.
Why did you choose to do greenhouse?
Because I wanted to learn more about growing plants.
Greenhouse
gross. But as soon as I got in there, it's a really rewarding class, honestly, to just go in there every day and see the growth of all these plants, and it's really cool to see.
Honestly, because I took a floral, I don't know when, and it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it, and we went out to the greenhouse, and it was a lot of fun. We transplanted, and I'm like, oh, well, this is low-key kind of fun, and so, why not?
What skills has greenhouse taught you?
It has taught me, the skill has taught me time management, water certain ways, and make sure that
Organizational skills, for sure. We're a team of 4 or 5, and we have to run a whole entire business, basically, and so organizational skills and planning and all that stuff, for sure.
Definitely time management, that's for sure. Has showed me not to give up, even though we are overwhelmed and there might only be 2 of us actually working. But yeah, and so most of the times it's just 2 of us working, and so trying to get everything and meet the deadlines that we create for ourselves, so we can have time to kind of recenter ourselves and get ready for our next task, which is honestly a lot, because we always have this week we have 30 minutes in a day. So this week we got to do all this, transplant 700 plants. For next week to get more plants and transplant another 700 plants. And so it's just managing my time, understanding how to do it all, finding a way to make it work quickly and efficiently. And kind of prioritizing things.
Thank you for watching. Voiceover was done by Ty.
And for their second one, they'll be doing the track team for our very own Deer Park High School.
Bonjour, nous sommes Persea et GLN de StagTV. Nous interviewons une partie d'équipe d'athlétisme.
What's your name and grade?
It's Shula Dominguez, and I'm a senior.
I'm Lara Tibble. I'm a senior this year.
Gabriel Roddick, 10th grade.
Zeke, I'm in 12th grade.
Antonio Sarkia in 12th grade.
It's for Green, and I am in 9th grade.
How long have you done track and field?
It's my first year.
I've done it 3 years, not consecutively, but
2 years after this year.
About 3 weeks now.
5 years. 2 years now.
That's cool. And what do you do?
I'm the manager.
currently I'm just track manager.
I run and I throw things.
I throw things.
I throw 1,600 meter and 800 meter.
What is the best part of track and field?
I'd say probably getting to skip school, probably. Getting to hang out with people that I otherwise wouldn't see very much.
I think watching the dynamic between like the runners and the throwers, all of them are funny. Some of them are a little more driven than others. The throwers are definitely a lot more food driven.
Throwing things and hanging out with people while you work out.
I'd say throwing the spear is pretty cool. I think it unlocks a very primal urge that we all possess, which is throwing a spear.
Being left alone. The activity.
Okay, then what's the worst part?
Being like a servant. Like a little servant, and it's low-key kind of annoying sometimes, and the fact that I don't do anything, and then I still get scolded sometimes, and I'm like, I'm literally sitting right here doing nothing.
Honestly, for me, nothing right now because I don't have to run.
The smell.
Soreness.
You.
How dare you?
No, it's yeah. I'm gonna stick with my answer.
I think real hard about this one.
I don't see any downsides of it.
Not even the running?
Merci d'avoir regardé.
That about wraps things up for this week's episode. Welcome back to school, and be sure to tune in to next week's episode. StagTV signing off.